Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. I'm going to take up just a couple more minutes of your time. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make this a family night at the rodeo. And as we go along, you're going to see why. We're very proud of the family that we have, and we're going to show it off to you here tonight. And I want to do this one thing, and I want you to help me because you've been such a gracious audience in the past to help me do some recognitions that I want to recognize. Of course, all of us, ladies and gentlemen, have a way of doing things and expressing things that sometimes we don't do quite what we should do. But you know, I have spent 51 years, and a few days making a lady miserable. I did not realize how much she helped me. It's taken me this long to realize it. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me tonight to give a big hand to my lovely wife, Virginia Honeycutt right up there. Honey, wait a minute.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I said with all my heart and soul how I adore you?
I'm going to pray to God that He'll give me 50 more years to show her how much I appreciate her. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen, for that help. And you know, I've told my boys that we've come all the way down through the rodeo business. Jerry's taken this rodeo over, and it's just a pleasure in my soul and my heart that I know that the Honeycutt Rodeo Company is going to go on. But I have taught them, I'm going to tell you tonight, the one main ingredient in putting rodeos on is you people, the spectators. Because if it wasn't for you, none of us would be down here in this arena. And I want to thank you for your support that you've been all of these years, and you are tonight. I also thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much, and I want you to give yourself your big hand, and I'm going to tip my hat to you and say thank you for being here and supporting this great rodeo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a couple of songs, and then we're going to be right back with a opening I think that you're going to enjoy tonight. But you know, my oldest son and I have been kind of in competition for a long, long time. Last night, I let him come out here and recognize some friends of his that he's made. But you know, I cannot let him outdo me. I just cannot sit here and let him do that. Paul and Denise Trout, would you stand up right there, please? Paul, Denise, yeah, you're looking back at somebody else. No, Denise, you stand up right there. There you go. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Great friends from the Honeycutt Rodeo. Come from California, and I never have held that against them. Thank you very much. Paul, I appreciate you and Denise being here. I love you both. Thank you very much. Okay, now then we'll get on with the business as usual. Reed, a few years ago, many of you remember a gentleman by the name of Johnny Pope, a rodeo announcer that went on to be with the Lord about 3 or 4 years ago. This man chose to take his place because he's a cowboy, he knows the cowboy language, and he knows how to relate to you, the rodeo fan. I want you to give him a great big welcome. Our rodeo announcer that's going to take you here tonight, Mr. Reed Flake. No Flake, Arizona, right up there, Reed. You're all yours, buddy.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you so much for that. You know, ladies and gentlemen, just as Roy said about Virginia, behind every good man is a better woman. Hey, let's play one song and then we'll be back for some rodeo action in about 2 minutes. how one man, a man named Walter Alsbaugh, and a pony named Thomas, have raised and led 5 generations of Western heritage. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if we stick to what we are founded on, teach our children the same, the opportunities, I believe, are endless. Roy Honeycutt, you've raised 2 sons and a daughter in just that way. Now, with the help of a great pony, a pony named Thomas, your legacy of raising cowboys is secure and continuous. Roy, your oldest grandson, Tell, the young man that's meeting you out there, well, he's 22 years old now. And Thomas taught him some hard lessons in life, especially how to ride through a ditch. Tell, you helped Orrin, your brother, and Thomas build a bond that gave them the strength to carry our nation's flag in December of 2001 at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, 3 months after 9/11. Orrin, you gave up your seat to Dawson to be taught by the world's greatest pony ever, Thomas. And Dawson, your love of Thomas is endless. And because of that, you taught Riley, your little brother, to love Thomas. And it's a love that will never be forgotten. Yes, you see, ladies and gentlemen, this pony named Thomas, along with Walt Alsbaugh and Roy Honeycutt, have raised these 4 generations of God-fearing cowboys. But after all of these cowboys have carried our flag on this pony, Thomas, you're still not done. Let me introduce to you the 5th generation of Honeycutt cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, Wacy Honeycutt. Wacy, you and Thomas will be a pair, I promise, like no other. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that pony that we talk about, that have raised all of these cowboys and cowgirls, has done a tremendous job. The Honeycutt family has owned that pony for close to 20 years now. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the great thing is that we live in a country where we are free to love, to respect, to trust, and to believe in the red, white, and blue that flies proudly for me and you. I want you to know that that's the daughter that we talk about of Roy Honeycutt right there. That's Janet. And I'll tell you what, she is a cowboy girl, if there is such a phrase. She's a hand when it comes to the rodeo world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with our flag set in place by both Wacy and by Janet, we are ready to sing and to listen to the greatest song on God's green earth tonight. We invite to the microphone a lovely lady with a beautiful voice that makes her way out from the timed event in and faces both of those flags to sing for us our national anthem tonight. We would invite you to open your voices, to be a part of a chorus or a choir, and to join with her in singing this song. We invite to the microphone at this time Shara Repka for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Yes, Sheriff, Janet, and Wasey, as well as the entire Honeycutt crew, thank you so much for the presentation of our banners tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Take a time right